In this video, we'll practice how to calculate interest for money market accounts and certificate of deposit accounts. First of all, certificate of deposit accounts and money market accounts are a lot like savings accounts. The main difference is that they're for longer times. So a savings account, you're just saving kind of day to day and you could use at any moment. A money market account, usually you agree to save for a period of a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months, that you're going to set that money aside and not touch it. A certificate of deposit is for an even longer period of time, maybe several years even. But other than that, it works the same as a savings account. So let's do the first example here. We have Marcella. She deposits $15,000 for 2 months in a money market account that pays simple interest. For the first month, they earn 3.87% annual interest, and then on the second month, she earns 3.47% annual interest. It's not compounded because it's simple interest, and we want to find out the total amount of interest that she makes over the 2 months. So for both of these, we're going to be using our simple interest formula, principal times rate times time. For the first month, her principal is $15,000. And for the first month, her rate as a decimal would be 0.0387. And the time is 1 month, which is 1/12 of a year. Okay, multiply that all out, and that works out to about $48.37.50. Now that doesn't make sense. We do have to round it off to the nearest penny, which would be $48.38 for the interest that she makes during the first month. The second month, same idea. Because it's not compounded, she's not earning interest on interest, so her principal is still $15,000. But for the second month, her interest rate is a little bit lower. It's only 3.47%. It's still for 1 month, so that's still 1/12 of a year. And when you multiply that all out, it works out to $43.37.50. Again, we round off to the nearest penny. And that's how much she makes in her second month of interest. If we add those two values up, the total amount of interest that she makes over the 2-month period is $91.76. Let's do one more example. Now, part of the benefit of agreeing to a money market account or a CD is that you get a higher interest rate, and that's because you're not touching that money for several months or maybe even several years. And if for some reason you have an emergency and you need that money sooner, you have to pay a penalty. So that's what we're looking at in this example. Here we have Teresa. She has invested $3,500 in a 3-year certificate of deposit that pays 6.5% annual interest. She had to take her money out after 2 years instead of 3 years, which means she's going to pay a penalty that is equal to the amount of 4 months simple interest. So again, our interest formula is interest equals principal times rate times time. Her principal was the amount that she invested, which was the $3,500. Her interest rate as a decimal is 0.065. And 4 months interest, there's 4 months, so that's 4/12 of a year. Multiply that out, and that works out to be $75.83. So they'll take away $75.83 when she cashes out early.